Hey everybody, Eric and Larry here. We're walking into Janssen's right now and we're looking forward to seeing our friends, giving them a tech whispering listen.
My mask.
Something just fell in my mouth.
Larry just had respiratory droplets far too close to me,
mask.
making me a little nervous.
So we're going to go.
Like backing up.
We might keep that in the show, we might not. We're going into Janssen.
Janssen's. I'm excited.
Bump elbows, say hello. Bada bing. We're going to give him a tech whispering lesson today.
Boy.
Tanya is a wonderful friend and a client, which is very cool.
Yeah, both.
Right on.
Excited. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Give this
Okay,
to
we got a gift here. Tanya.
Larry,
I love Lycra.
Larry, do you love Lycra?
You guys are road bikers.
Yeah.
We're mountain bikers.
I know.
So I
You
thought what a perfect
you
gift.
think we're weenies in our
No,
Lycra?
no, you guys are crazy, man. That cardio is insane.
It's wonderful.
I don't think I could do it.
Thank you very much.
So you're very
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Very cool. Right on.
That's great.
Hey, we don't have any for Eric because he's big boned. It doesn't fit. The big bone tech whisperer. We'll get some Lycra for him that'll stretch on him really nicely.
My name's Ted with Janssen's Fiber and Floor Care. We do Oriental rug cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, carpet cleaning. We really try to work with high-end clients.
We specialize in carpet cleaning, area rug cleaning, and upholstery cleaning. Those are our biggest services that we do. Also tile cleaning and marble restoration. I actually came into the business and started helping my dad transition out to his retirement plan, and we've implemented morning tech meeting, and we're really excited about that, and can't wait to see how it transforms our team members. Still here for 84 years, something like that. I can't do math like that. That's too much math.
That's crazy.
Tell us about your son.
So these are just these are actually some older shots. They kind of go on shuffle.
Sea otter, isn't it?
No, this is actually Bootleg Canyon in Nevada. It's kind of like riding on Mars. But he's a downhill mountain bike racer. He was at a semi-professional level for a very long time. Super proud of him, and that's also another reason why we're good friends with Eric and Larry, because we have the cycling connection. The reason why I came to this business was to actually help my parents achieve their dream. So their dream was to be able to have us kids run the business, and then they could do, they could retire and relax and do what they want, travel, all of those kinds of things. So never that entrepreneur starter, but now running the business. Technicians, there's a high turnover rate. You guys know that. It's, to me, I know that's going to happen, but if I could have them walk out the door better than when they came as a person, I did my job. Yeah. Like, I had one technician, his name is Carl. If he ever sees this, he's going to know. Well, actually, I'm going to get emotional right now. When he left and I cleaned out his locker, it was like a kid going away to college. Absolutely. I was so proud of him for what he was doing. I just started crying because I was just so happy, and that's what I love, is to see that in our team members.
The hallmark of creating a good culture, that you care that much that you'd cry when because in our world, blue collar service businesses, a lot of times we get young people who might not have come from the greatest background.
Yeah.
And the school system might have failed them, the parents might have failed them, so at the end of the day, it's up to us to not fail them, right?
Yeah.
So when they succeed, we feel great, almost parental pleasure in seeing that growth. And
absolutely.
I mean, I'm the same. I know Larry, I can speak for him too. That was one of our favorite things, to see somebody, like, people are like, well, why do you want him or her to leave? It's not that I want that, it's just that they have grown to the point where they can get another opportunity.
Yeah.
And I want to touch on what you said about entrepreneurism wasn't your dream, or you don't identify as an entrepreneur. I know your dad. Your dad's an entrepreneur's entrepreneur, right?
Very.
It's a mindset. And Larry and I talk about this a lot. Larry and I are entrepreneurs. We're entrepreneurial. But the skills that help your dad or Larry and I get off the ground are often the same traits that keep a business small. It takes somebody like you who's an operator or a manager to come in and do all those day-to-day tasks that help grow and put that structure in, because entrepreneurs are always on to the next thing.
Right.
Or so big picture that they're like, yeah, they'll figure it out or whatever. So I think that's the perfect blend is to kind of get the entrepreneur out of the way at a certain point, and that's when the growth happens, and let them go do something creative to get the next thing going.
Yeah, that's a great point. Tanya out.
Okay. Now, real quick, let's
Is
get
that
back
the
to
new thing?
It's our new rug spinner. Right here. It was a chore to get it. I think it took probably 3 months to get it.
We
It was
put
a
rugs
shipment
inside
piece-
of there?
Yeah. So we hang the rugs right here, up here. We made this ourselves
So how long have you been cleaning carpets in this room? Cleaning rugs?
since '88. So
Oh, you guys have it clean, huh? This is a master blend.
yeah.
Dirt is gone. Is that what you guys are? Your logo?
That's our website. Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
May I jump up?
Sure. Go in there.
Okay. You got your air mover. You guys buy a lot of stuff from Rob Allen?
Yeah, we just started. I would say in the last year. We seem to like it. The Unchained, we're really liking that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Sweet. I might have one myself.
All right, now we're ready.
All right. Well, guys, thanks a lot for taking a few minutes to have Larry and I over. We're excited. This is our first time out in a long time, so we're really pumped up. But, you know, what we have that you guys have seen that you guys haven't seen yet, but hopefully will soon, is I do a daily 5 to 8 minute video every day trying to make your lives out in the field better and easier and more enjoyable, so that really what it ends up is it's a win-win for everybody. Your day's easier because the client's not grinding you. The company's doing better because you're making more upsells and you have happier clients, you're getting referrals and all that stuff. And then, you know, the company wins and the client wins. So everybody wins, right? But we had a business, Larry and I, called Shamrock Cleaning and Restoration. At our peak, we had about 29 employees, and most of them were technicians, so we probably had 23 technicians and then a few office staff. So we ran the gamut of who was out in the field giving good service and who wasn't doing a good job. And what we realized was, for everybody at our company to be happy, we all needed to be trained the same way. We all needed to give the exact same service experience, no matter if it was Tanya or Ted or Larry or myself. Like, it had to be the same. So I started doing training every day, just a little bit every day, where we talk about like just one topic a day. And then all of a sudden, the guys would sit there like this and be like, I don't feel like doing this morning. But then they would start to see that their day got easier and their life got easier and the customers liked them more and they were getting more add-on sales. And what's that mean? More bonuses and all the good things that come with that. So we started doing it every single day. And what we've done now that we've sold our business is we do it by video, and we have companies like yours all over the country doing a morning meeting every day. But since we're friends, we thought we'd come do it in person today. So I want to talk about habits and being prepared for work. So who can answer me, no owners, when does the workday start? What time? When does it start? Drake, when's the workday start?
Before you clock in?
No.
Trying to give the right answer.
Yeah, no. Just so you know, that's what everybody says. Workday starts as soon as you leave the day before. Okay? Because we're just the sum of our personal habits, and how we do one thing is how we do everything. So really, when we leave, so let's say tonight you leave at 6, right? You're exhausted, you're tired, you've been out in the field grinding all day. But really, tomorrow's work starts right then, because it's what you do between when you leave and when you get here the next morning that's going to dictate your next day's success. And that's one of the things that we had the most problems with at Shamrock, was that guys early on didn't have the right habits when they'd leave work. So when they'd arrive the next morning, work was really hard for them. Okay? So what's that look like? Well, they'd leave, and the first thing they do is grab a pizza this big and a 12-pack, right? So now they're drinking beers all night, and they're playing World of Warcraft or whatever till 4 in the morning, and then they have to be in at the office at 7. So they get 3 hours sleep, they're hungover, and they are not ready for the day, right? That's an extreme example, but we all do these things, right? We stay up too late watching TV. We, hang out with our friends too long. We don't eat a good dinner. We don't get enough sleep, right? So really, tomorrow starts as soon as today ends, right? And when you can do that, the beautiful thing is there's weekends, so you can go stay up late and do whatever you want on Friday night and Saturday night or whatever. But on a weekday, you got to get that habit of making good choices for the next day, right? It doesn't mean you have to live like a monk, but it means get to bed at a reasonable hour so you can get 7 or 8 hours sleep. And look, I know the younger guys, you guys think, I'll sleep when I'm dead, right? But your day will be better if you do get that sleep, right? You got to recover. You have a physical job. You have, just like an athletic event, you have to recover for the next day. You got to make sure you eat a good dinner. You got to make sure you have water. Don't stay up too late. But then, before you get in, before you clock in, it also matters what you do before you get here, right? So you got to have a rhythm. I go to bed every night at 10. I wake up every day at 6. I do it over and over and over and over so that it's like, this is just what I do, right? So you get up. I can't tell you how many times I've shown up at work and I have guys who have like 5 jobs and it's 100 degrees in August and I'm like, where's your water? I don't have any water. Where's your lunch? I figured I'd grab McDonald's or Circle K on the way out, right? It's like, that's not going to fuel your day, right? So when you wake up, you want to eat breakfast, something nutritious. You want to drink a bunch of water, take a shower, shave, so that when you come to work, you're already ready. Leave early enough that you're not running in the back door at 6:59 or whatever time it's supposed to be. Because, for us owners, we're sitting there going like this. Where's Bobby? Is Bobby going to show up? I got 3 jobs in a truck for Bobby today, and you're sitting there wondering, right? You ever felt that way? Like, how are we going to make this happen if that guy doesn't show, right? So every day's nervous. You want to get here 10 minutes early, right? Get a cup of coffee. Give everybody the Corona elbow, whatever. But then that moves into the next phase. You clock in, and then what do you do to get ready for your day on the truck, right? Because that's huge. Now imagine what it was like when we had 15 trucks, and then I'm trying to make sure everybody's getting ready and has what they need to get out the door, right? The day is kind of won or lost in your truck prep. If you're a field technician, this is a huge, huge deal, right? So just like, I was talking about that rhythm, like I go home, I eat dinner, I go to the gym, I go to bed at this time, I wake up at this time, I eat breakfast, I prep my food, I get to the office. The same thing happens as soon as we check in. Tandy gives you your tickets for the day. Do you have a checklist? Ted gives you your tickets for the day. Do you have a checklist for every van? I'm assuming.
Evening.
Yeah, right? So you got to take that checklist and you got to do it. But I'm going to tell you what always happened at my place, because I was the guy who checked the trucks as the guys were doing morning lineup. Now, what I would find when I would do these checks, the few times that I did it, is the guys, I'd say, all right, hand me your checklist. And I'd get a checklist, and I'd say, check, 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 because we, just like you, had a morning and an evening checklist. And I'd be like, all right, Drake, right here it says that you cleaned and have your wand. Yep. Where is it? Oh, dude, I don't know. But it's checked, right? Because we go, oh yeah, my wand's over there. I'll get that in a minute. Check, and then you go off to the next thing. And then what happens? You show up on the first job and call the office and go, hey, is there anybody around that can bring a wand to me? Eric's doing rugs, which is making you guys money. All of a sudden, he has to leave, stop making money with rugs, and go 20 minutes each way to bring you a wand because you didn't check it off. Has that ever happened here? All the time in every carpet cleaning company in the United States.
I think that was the most extreme one.
Yeah.
It's happened recently.
But upholstery tool, stair tool, whatever chemical you need. You needed fans for the day or counter-rotating brush, whatever it is, right? So my point to you is just like the rhythms that you set up in your life, the good habits to get ready for work every day, you got to do the same thing with your van where you do your checklist exactly the same way every single day. And you never move on to the next thing saying, I'm going to do that next. Oh, I'm going to go back and get, that spray bottle or whatever it might be. You can't do that because inevitably we're human beings. We're going to mess up, right? But the whole point of this is that if we do all these little things, these little checklists, look, the fact that you guys have checklists in a carpet cleaning company is rare, right? You guys know that because you went to Howard Partridge. Larry and I know that because we went to Howard Partridge. So you guys are working at a company that has much more structure than most do. But structure is only as good as the people implementing that structure, right? It only comes down to, did I do it? So end of the day is you got to have a rhythm. And you got to have, Monday through Friday belongs to your career. If you want to be successful, and look, you might not, younger guys, you might be like, well, I'm not going to clean carpet the rest of my life. That's fine. But how you do it here is how you're going to do the next job too. So you might as well do this one really well and get your good habits down here because if nothing else, this is a training ground for you to be better where you go next. And while you're here, you're doing a better job, right? And that's what the company expects from you. So you've got to get those rhythms down. Whatever those look like for you, they're different for you than me. Look, the only reason I know all of this is because I used to do it all wrong. I was the guy with the 12-pack from 7-Eleven on my way home from work, and also the same guy the next morning who spent 20 extra minutes trying to get my van ready because I didn't feel good, right? That's no way to live. That's no way to start the day. So that's my rant for the day. But, I really believe that if you guys sit there and think about what it is you're doing and why are you doing the checklist? You're doing the checklist to make your day better, everybody that's ownership here's day better, and the client's day. Look, the client doesn't want you at the home any longer than you need be, right? So they certainly don't want...
Especially right now.
Right.
Times.
So they don't want you waiting 20 extra minutes to start the job because you're waiting on a wand. Look, how many times has that happened to us? If I had a nickel for every wand that got left at the shop,
How much money did you lose?
Yeah. Right. And look, every penny that gets lost to mistakes like that is potentially money that doesn't get spread around amongst the people who own and work here. You want to be cognizant that every penny counts. Every upsell counts. Every 5-star review counts. Every referral to a neighbor counts because that's what makes your lives better. That's what helps you grow.
My name is Ozzy and I work at Janssen's.
Right on.
Hey, my name is Josh and I work at Janssen's.
So how did you like the lesson with the Tech Whisperer this morning?
It was really good.
Hi, I'm Sarah and I work at Janssen. I am the sales, I do sales here. I have a really good relationship with our clients.
So what'd you think of the Tech Whisperer lessons?
We got so much out of it and we learned a lot.
Yeah? How about you, Ozzy?
I found it really thought-provoking.
The morning tech meetings, I think it'll be great for our business.
I'm really about it as a manager, just being able to get the team together in the morning, quick little huddle, teamwork works great, boom, we go out and we do our